Soft, melancholic piano music begins, overlaid with the faint sound of rain. A gentle, almost whispered voice begins. "Oh, darling, you simply won't believe the ordeal. Honestly, it's one of those tales that, well, it clings to your soul, you know. Like a damp velvet curtain. It's about expectations, isn't it? The sheer, audacious hope one dares to harbor when booking a hotel in a city as curated as Zurich. I mean, one assumes a certain level of baseline respect for the paying guest. It seems I was profoundly mistaken. It all began with a search for design. That word design holds such promise, doesn't it? A promise of thoughtfulness, of aesthetic harmony. You see, in my family, design was everything. My grandmother, God rest her soul, she was a seamstress in Kiev. You understand, she'd spend weeks perfecting the smallest detail on a vyshyvanka, a traditional Ukrainian embroidered shirt. Every stitch a story, every color a prayer, and that's the standard I carry. It's a curse, truly. So Placid Hotel Design Lifestyle Zurich, it beckoned. The photos online were well clinical, very minimalist. But you assume, don't you, that minimalist doesn't equate to thoughtlessly barren? A ghastly miscalculation, as it turns out. The location already was a premonition, an industrial wasteland. Imagine, if you will, a place where the scent of freshly baked pain au chocolat is replaced by metal. Cold, unforgiving metal. Factories and warehouses looming like disapproving giants. It's as if the city whispered, "Darling, you shouldn't be here." And honestly, it was right. And then the room. Oh, the room. Let us begin with the tissues, shall we? A seemingly innocuous detail, yes, but that tissue box. It wasn't merely full. It was overflowing. Not neatly overflowing, mind you, but a chaotic mountain of crumpled, used tissues. It felt invasive. A lingering trace of someone else's sorrow, or perhaps merely a blatant disregard for basic hygiene. I mean, honestly, a clean space speaks volumes, doesn't it? It says we value you. This said we barely notice you. And the dust. Oh, the dust, coating the box like a shroud. It's the kind of dust that feels ancient. Like it's settled there over decades of neglect. I instinctively wanted to carry disinfecting wipes with me everywhere after seeing that. I naturally brought it to the desk. One staff member, and he offered me a line I'll never forget. It was, and I quote, "Our housekeeping likes to make flowers." Can you imagine? Like a discarded tissue bouquet is a deliberate aesthetic choice. It actually reminded me of Jisu's song, Flower. It was so absurd, so delightfully off-kilter. I almost wanted to dance. A nervous, hysterical little dance. It's the kind of deflection that makes you question your own sanity. But the tissue box was merely the opening act. The hair dryer. It was stuffed into a black plastic bag. Don't you just love it when people are thoughtful? A beautiful bag, very stylish, but the horror, strands of hair everywhere. A tangled macabre nest. It wasn't just a few stray hairs, darling. It was a substantial collection. A testament to countless previous guests, all of whom presumably had opted to leave a piece of themselves behind. My husband, bless his heroic soul, volunteered to retrieve it. He said, and I quote, "Someone has to deal with it." A man of action, my dearest. And then there's the dust, which apparently is a design choice. It's not just on the tissue box, you see, it's pervasive. It clings to everything. The wall tiles, the sleek coffee machine, which I wouldn't dare use. The coffee capsules themselves. Even the sugar packets and tea bags weren't safe. It's the kind of dust that makes you feel like you race slowly being entombed. The bathroom. Oh, sweet heavens, the bathroom. A transparent glass door. A transparent glass...
The grim reality of businesses near Placid Hotel Design Lifestyle Zurich. Businesses near Placid Hotel Design Lifestyle Zurich are, to put it gently, a masterclass in disappointment. They are the kind of places that make you question whether Switzerland secretly hates tourists. Overpriced, poorly managed, and dripping with apathy, this is the landscape you step into when you leave the hotel. Let's dissect the tragedy. Shopping, dining, a symphony of suffering. Shopping centers here are less about retail therapy and more about financial despair. Einkaufszentrum Letzipark, for example, is a monument to bad decisions. People describe it as a construction site, which is generous because at least construction sites have a purpose. The parking system, a predatory scheme designed to drain wallets. One reviewer called it a place only the rich can afford to park, and even then, they probably regret it. Limited food options, screaming children, and an atmosphere that screams, "Please leave." If boredom had a physical form, it would be this mall. Spas where relaxation goes to die. Thermalbad Spa should be a sanctuary. Instead, it's a battleground of broken promises. Families with screaming children invade every corner, even the so-called silence areas, because, of course, rules are just suggestions here. The rooftop pool, closed without warning. Staff, trained in the ancient art of not caring. One guest had their bathrobe stolen, and when they begged for help, the response was essentially, "Not my problem." Another couple drove 5 hours for a Mother's Day treat, only to be met with robotic inflexibility, because nothing says Happy Mother's Day like being treated like an inconvenience. Restaurants. A culinary graveyard. House Hiltl is a vegetarian restaurant that somehow makes plants taste like regret. Overpriced, underspiced, and served with a side of racial bias. Yes, really. One East Asian diner ordered Thai curry and received Korean cauliflower instead because apparently all Asians look the same to them. The staff's attitude, cold enough to freeze the fondue. Then there's the restaurant. Yes, that's its actual name, a Michelin-starred establishment that apparently forgot what stars mean. Allergies, ignored. Reservations, lost. The only thing consistent here is the disappointment. Kaufleuten is where dreams of a nice meal go to die. Want pasta? They'll break the spaghetti in half because in Zurich, even noodles must suffer. And if you dare complain about waiting 40 minutes for a mediocre schnitzel, you'll get a lecture on quality takes time. Spoiler, it doesn't. Cafes concept stores. The final nail in the coffin. Roots serves acai bowls so bad, one reviewer found an ice cube in theirs. Another discovered a mosquito in their salad. At Thrive Concept Store, the staff have perfected the art of ignoring customers. Impressive, given that their job is literally serving people. Final verdict, a tourist's nightmare if you're staying near Placid Hotel Design Lifestyle, Zurich, brace yourself. The businesses here operate on 2 principles. 1, take your money. 2, give you the bare minimum if that. You might think, surely not every place is this bad. Oh, sweet summer child, the pattern is undeniable. From spas that can't spell relaxation to restaurants that treat diners like nuisances, this area is a cautionary tale. Recommendation: walk farther, or better yet, pack a lunch. Your wallet and your sanity will thank you. Okay, so I was looking into things happening around the Placid Hotel Design Lifestyle in Zurich, you know? It's depressing, honestly. It's not the hotel itself, it's just the businesses nearby. They rate kinda aggressive, let us say. A lot of the shops around there, especially near Bahnhofstrasse, which isn't right next to the Placid, but people walk that way. They seem to target women. They'll compliment you, offer free stuff, and then bam, you're stuck listening to a sales pitch for thousands of francs worth of face cream. Seriously, who needs that much face cream? I read about one woman who spent over 2,000 francs on stuff she didn't even want. Can you believe that? She probably felt so stupid afterwards, right? And those shop people. They probably just moved on to the next tourist, didn't they? Probably laughing all the way to the bank. Then there are these clearance sales. Businesses near Placid Hotel Design Lifestyle, Zurich. They pretend to be family-run, struggling shops. They post sad stories online, trying to get you to feel sorry for them. Wagner Zurich, CH was one. They made up a whole story about being pushed out by big companies. It's all fake, you know, just cheap stuff from China. People probably thought they were supporting local businesses when really they were just getting ripped off. I bet the Wagner family is living it up somewhere while everyone else is stuck with junk. It's just mean. And oh, there was this gold buying scam in Horgen, not far from Zurich. Someone set up shop and offered crazy high prices for jewelry. A 74-year-old man sold stuff worth tens of thousands of francs and only got 3,000 back. 3,000? It makes me angry just thinking about it. That man probably felt so betrayed, you know? And that dealer, they got arrested, yeah, but probably got a slap on the wrist. I bet they'll just do it again somewhere else. Also, shops like Wilhelmwald, they advertise luxury cashmere, but it's all polyester from China. Near Placid Hotel Design Lifestyle, Zurich, it's really common. It's such a waste of money. I bet tourists who buy it are so disappointed when they get home and it falls apart. And Wilhelmwald, they just closed up shop, leaving everyone else to deal with it. The owners probably started a new scam with a different name. There are also pop-up beauty shops in the malls, pressuring people to buy creams for crazy prices. Up to 1,500 francs, it's all a trick. These places just disappear with your money. Anyone staying at the Placid Hotel Design Lifestyle and going to the mall, be careful. They'll probably close down before anyone can get a refund. It's all just disheartening.